On Osrc News at 7, Governor Aiyedatiwa warns traditional rulers against expansionist tendencies. Ondo State government targets 500,000 homes for portable water supply as governor approves new projects. NLC threatens nationwide shutdown as police accuses Ajero of terrorism financing. And from the foreign scene, African continent records over 19,000 mpox cases in a year. Good evening and welcome. Thank you for joining us on the news at 7. I am Obi Chukwemeka Oti. Traditional rulers in Ondo State have been warned to desist from expansionist tendencies capable of jeopardizing peaceful coexistence, unity and progress in their communities. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa at the official presentation of staff of office and instruments of appointment to two traditional rulers in the southern senatorial districts of the state urged them to leverage their positions to promote peace and unity among residents while enhancing the security of lives and property in their domains. The governor, who congratulated the new monarchs and people of the communities, advised traditional rulers to respect the jurisdictional boundaries of their chieftaincies and focus on the development of their people and communities, with a promise to sustain efforts that improve the well-being of inhabitants of the state. Government House correspondent Wahab Bankole reports.
For the people of Ereke in Ilaje local government area of Ondo State, the arrival of Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa at the community grammar school playground for the official presentation of staff of office and instrument of appointment to the new monarch of the community marked a historic day as the event was the first of its kind. The State Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Amidu Takuro, said the event represented the determination of government to implement the Justice Ajama Judicial Commission of Inquiry report on chieftaincy matters towards promoting traditional institutions.
The Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs has presented the staff of office an instrument of appointment to almost all the recognized obas in Ilaje local government. Our ministry does not take the matter of filling vacant stools with levity.
Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, while presenting the staff of office and instrument of appointment to the new Elereke of Ereke, Oba Anu Oluwapo Oguntibeju, congratulated him and people of the community. The governor, who stressed the need for traditional rulers to use their positions to promote peace and development of their domains, reassured of his administration's commitment to advance every nook and cranny of the state, especially the grassroots, towards promoting overall development.
Our government cannot tolerate a situation where our citizens cannot conduct their daily business in a safe environment. This government also has a well-articulated policy on educational advancement and human capital development. This has been manifested in several actions aimed at rejuvenating our public schools and improving the staff strength through regular recruitment of teachers and renovations of our schools. 203 wards, 203 primary healthcare centers are going to be renovated, and with any ward where there is none at all will be built afresh. Mogbojuri 1, the Elereke of Ereke.
The new monarch, Oba Oguntibeju, who thanked the governor for the historic moment, promised to promote peace and development while preserving the cultural heritage of the community. Governor Aiyedatiwa later proceeded to Ode Erinje in Okitipupa government area of the state for the coronation of Oba Oladele Akinmoye as the Orungberuwa of Ode Erinje. The event marked the end of an 8-year vacancy following the demise of the previous monarch in 2016. For the commissioner in charge of local government and chieftaincy affairs, Amidu Takuro, the ceremony was expedited due to the prompt and decisive actions of the governor.
The State Executive Council on 22nd July 2024 approved the appointment of Obaladele Frederick Akinmoye as the new Orungberuwa of Oderije. After the completion of the various processes, in line with the registered chieftaincy declaration of the Orungberuwa of Oderije too.
Governor Aiyedatiwa, who reiterated his administration's commitment to the security and welfare of people, assured the new traditional rulers and their communities that government will continue to invest in improving security architecture of the state while promoting all-round infrastructural development.
Let me use this opportunity to remind Kabiyesi that your appointment is a divine call to serve your people. You must therefore endeavor to exercise restraint and caution in the use of these traditional authority and powers which are being conferred on you today. The unity of our people is your strength, and this should be explored for the socio-economic uplifting of your community and of the state in general.
The governor warned against any expansionist tendencies by traditional rulers, advising them to respect the jurisdictional boundaries of their chieftaincies and focus on the development of their respective domains.
Congratulations.
The new monarch, Oba Akinmoye, while appreciating the governor, promised to lead with wisdom while promoting justice and fairness for the growth and development of his people and the community. From the South Senatorial District of Ondo State, Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
Meanwhile, Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has called for the support and cooperation of residents, security agencies and other stakeholders as the construction and channelization of water supply project begins across the state. The governor was speaking during a stakeholders meeting in Akure, where he addressed the urban water reform and Akure water supply and sanitation project. Governor Aiyedatiwa emphasized that in addition to providing clean water, the project aims to create job opportunities for skilled workers and enhance sanitation. Aiyedatiwa noted that government is also installing modern toilet facilities in strategic locations to promote better hygiene. Earlier, Commissioner for Water Resources, Public Sanitation and Hygiene, Mr. Sunday Akinwalire, commended the governor's commitment towards the provision of potable water to the people of the state. He said the goal is to provide access to clean water for 500,000 households and approximately 2 million individuals. To politics now, Odatiwa Women Initiatives has continued its mission to spread the message of the impactful interventions being carried out by present administration in the state. Ondo City, the headquarters of Ondo West Local Government Area, was charged with enthusiasm as women received Odatiwa Women Initiatives led by Special Advisor to Governor on Women Affairs, Sheun Osamaye. Omoriola Ubenchi now reports. But we hope to go on a break now. When we return, we'll bring you that report. Stay with us.
Ambition.
My G, for our ambition, we go hard.
We go day night till we make it.
We go hard till we find that perfect beat.
The perfect beat, the one the world will put on repeat.
So we chase greatness in every moment, making every naira count.
We put out content after content till it's comment after comment. And with Glow by our side,
We have more to offer.
because the My G bundle comes with bonuses
Giving you way more data value and way more steez on IG, Snapchat, TikTok, WhatsApp, Glow TV, Audiomack, and Boomplay.
in one fly package.
Dial *312# now and select My G bundle.
Unlimited.
You're welcome back. If you just joined us, you're watching the news at 7 coming to you live from Osrc TV. You can also watch us live on our website. Now, before that break, we told you that Odatua Women Initiative has continued its mission to spread the message of the impactful interventions being carried out by the present administration in the state. Ondo City, the headquarters of Ondo West local government area, was charged with enthusiasm as women received Odatua Women Initiatives led by Special Advisor to Governor on Women Affairs, Seun Osamaye. Omorela Ogunji now reports.
It was a warm reception as officials of Odatua Women Initiatives were received with fanfare by women of Ondo West local government area. This visit marks the 10th local government that the team has reached to uplift the spirits of women and as well inform them about the interventions and programs being implemented by the present administration in Ondo State. Special Advisor to Governor on Women Affairs, Seun Osamaye, who led the team, was elated at the turnout, saying the governor is passionate about women and their progress in society. She encouraged the women to keep supporting the administration, assuring that more women will be brought on board to play key roles in actualizing the dreams of the governor.
The Odatua Women Initiative has been designed to reach out to all women across communities, across crannies of the state. We have been mandated by the governor to go down to the grassroots and talk to our women to reassure them that the governor loves them and the governor has massive plans for them. We are here to inform them about the programs of Mr. Governor for all women across board so that they can be part of this program, so that they can tap into this program. These women are here today to identify with the governor, to say they love him.
Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Lola Fagbemi, joined other speakers to remind the women of governor's commitment to their well-being and enjoined them to use their influence in electing Governor Ayedatiwa in the coming election.
We've been all out mobilizing for him right from the onset, and the women are in the majority. If you look at it, if you look at the numerical strength of the men when it comes to voting, the women are always at the head of affairs there.
because we love our boss so much. Anything about ṣe a máa ń fi gbogbo ọkọ wa, a máa ń fi gbogbo ara, a máa fi ṣe ni.
God helps him in even choosing his people who we appoint. Look at this program that is going on. You see, this special advisor, Eyoma, look at the people she has brought with her. All the special assistants, I mean, no discrimination.
High point of the event was presentation of gift items to the women. Omoriola Humbiji, Osrc News.
Well, while the Ondo State chapter of the All Progressives Congress has said the party will record unprecedented victory in the forthcoming governorship election in the state. According to the party spokesman, Mr. Alex Kalejaya, the governor, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, will enjoy an easy victory. He stated that the victory will be aided by the political giants that recently defected from the People's Democratic Party to the ruling party. Kalejaya emphasized that people of the state are convinced that the defectors are successful leaders in and outside politics and are only concerned about the speedy development which Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa symbolizes. He commended the governor for prioritizing welfare of senior citizens besides prompt payment of salaries and emoluments. To Labour matter, the Nigerian Labour Congress has threatened a nationwide strike if its president, Joe Ajaero, is arrested or detained by the Nigeria police. The union body said this after an emergency National Executive Council meeting (NEC) to discuss the invitation of the NLC president by the police over allegations of terrorism financing. The NEC resolved that he should honor the police invitation, but noted that their legal advisors should seek more time for the NLC president to appear before the police authorities. In a related development, the president of the Nigeria Labour Congress NLC, Joe Ajaero, has fixed Wednesday, August 29, to honor the invitation from the Nigeria Police Force. Ajaero communicated the date to the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Betokun, via a letter from his lawyers, Falana and Falana Chambers. Ajaero, in the letter, also demanded details of the allegations leveled against him by the police. The NLC president was summoned by the police over alleged criminal conspiracy, terrorism financing, treasonable felony, subversion, and cybercrime. Ondo State is among the few states in Nigeria with zero case of Mpox, which is currently ravaging African nations. Omoriola Ubenji, who spoke with experts and other stakeholders, reports that measures are being put in place across the 18 local council areas to ensure early detection if eventually imported into the state. The report.
The African Center for Disease Control recently declared Mpox a public health emergency of continental security as the virus continues spread across several countries. According to reports released by the ECOWAS Regional Center for Surveillance and Disease Control, as at August 16, 2024, 44 confirmed cases of Mpox and 1 death have been recorded in some West African countries including Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, and Ghana. Although generally less severe, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention disclosed that 39 cases and 0 deaths were confirmed across 33 states and the Federal Capital Territory since the beginning of this year. Director of Public Health in Ondo State, Dr. Stephen Fagbemi, declared that Ondo State is currently Mpox-free, saying surveillance have been stationed in strategic locations for monitoring.
We've sent a lot of samples to the National Reference Laboratory, to the National Lab in Abuja, but none of them has turned out to be Mpox. So we are actively on the lookout for it. We discuss it from time to time. So what the state government is doing is to continue to build the capacity of the health workers. We have laboratory scientists, we have doctors, we have nurses, we have health promotion officers, social mobilization officers who engage the public.
While explaining the symptoms of the virus, the medical experts maintained that though not deadly, it comes with some inconveniences like rashes, headache, among others.
The health workers know how to identify each rash has its own pattern. has its own form it takes. So to the untrained, they may look alike, but to the health workers, they will be able to differentiate and say it may be this, it may be that, and they run the necessary tests and give the necessary treatment. So our advice to the public is to avoid self-medication.
Special Advisor to Governor on Health, Professor Michael Odimayo, said all the cases that look suspicious have been tested negative, calling on the general public to make use of government hospitals as they are properly positioned to handle any suspected cases.
You know the way the health sector in Ondo State is structured. We have the primary care facilities, the secondary care facility, and the tertiary care facilities, and we have the private facilities that can take care of those various levels, particularly primary and secondary. And these health facilities, they have been positioned. The government of Ondo State, under the leadership of Governor Lucky Odinisan-Aiyedatiwa, is really well positioned, and everything that is needed is done.
Currently, experts have confirmed that the exact reservoir of mpox virus is still unknown, although rodents, squirrels, and monkeys are suspected to play a part in transmission. Omoriola Hungbiji, Osrc News.
The Ondo State Security Network Agency, Amotekun Corps, has hinted on the move to establish 6 major control points for a special unit of the Corps known as Amot Rangers to man major areas bordering Ondo State. The Amotekun commander Adetunji Adeleye was speaking while parading 9 suspects arrested for alleged involvement in various criminal crimes at the Corps headquarters in Akure. Joy Pius reports that the Corps gave assurances of its commitment towards ensuring safety of lives and property of Ondo State residents.
These 9 suspects were arrested for alleged involvement in various criminal offenses, ranging from robbery to attempted murder, motorcycle, generator, and cable theft, among others. Parading the suspects at the Amotekun headquarters, the Corps commander, Adetunji Adeleye, noted that the suspects are being profiled and will be arraigned in court.
A syndicate that specializes across the state in killing the Okada riders and making away with the Okada includes those to be paraded today. We equally have 2 of them who attempted to kill the security men put in charge of the petroleum product.
Adeleye hinted of the state government's plan to establish 6 control points across major borders leading to Ondo State and the Northern Senatorial District as a way of ensuring criminal elements are forced out of the state.
The governor has graciously approved that 2 of the existing control posts in the forest be further reinforced, while additional 4, making a total of 6, will be put in place. These are to be manned by specially trained Amotekun Rangers, whose sole responsibility is to ensure that the nefarious activities of these miscreants are checkmated.
He reassured investors of adequate security in the state, particularly with the introduction of armored rangers to beef up the existing security architecture.
Ondo State is safe for investors, commuters, and travelers, especially now that the Amotekun Rangers will be domiciled in the border local governments, with the sole aim of guaranteeing the safety of lives and property.
The Corps appreciated the understanding of labor unions, students groups, and other critical pressure groups in the state, which helped preserve the existing peace during the recent nationwide protest. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
In other stories, oil producers under the aegis of the Independent Petroleum Producers Group (IPPG) have warned against being forced to sell crude oil to the Dangote refinery and other local refineries in Nigeria. The group also called on the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL) to redirect its allocated crude oil volumes to Dangote refinery and other local refineries to mitigate the current crude supply shortage being experienced by the local refiners that is impacting local product availability in many parts of Nigeria. The chairman of IPPG, Abdulrazak Issa, in a letter addressed to the chief executive of the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, Benga Komolafe, said the NNPC should utilize its allocated 445,000 barrels per day intervention crude oil volume to salvage the current situation, as it did in many instances in the past. Issa said some IPPG members already owned and or were supplying crude oil to local refineries, but insisted that the NNPCL was in a good position to mitigate the current crude supply shortage faced by local refineries by leveraging its statutory crude allocation for meeting local domestic consumption. The United States mission in Nigeria has announced that the country will receive $27 million as part of a broader $536 million humanitarian aid package directed towards sub-Saharan Africa by the U.S. government. This assistance is part of ongoing efforts by the United States to provide life-saving support to vulnerable populations and host communities across the continent. U.S. Ambassador to Nigeria Richard Mills highlighted the significance of the aid, stating that the assistance will make a real difference in the lives of those most in need in Nigeria and across the continent. And on the foreign scene, the number of suspected and confirmed Mpox cases reported this year across Africa is nearing 20,000. The outbreak began in the Democratic Republic of Congo, but the first cases outside Africa were recorded in Sweden and Pakistan earlier this week. Kunle Ariyo has details.
Thousands of people in the Democratic Republic of Congo are suffering from this lesion. They are caused by Mpox, a virus from the smallpox family. The flu-like symptoms and pus-filled lesions have killed hundreds of people in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and that scares many others.
I would like someone to help us, otherwise the epidemic will spread further. Many people will die, and we will infect the children who are at home.
The World Health Organization has issued its highest alert level for Mpox after the African Centers for Disease Control and Prevention called it a continental emergency. A new strain known as Clade 1b is causing the increase in cases, enabling the virus to spread faster and wider than ever before. It's been detected in all 26 provinces of the Democratic Republic of Congo, and the number of confirmed infected people has risen above 16,000. After years of conflict and being forced from her home, Isabelle now has to deal with her son's potentially life-threatening illness.
I am displaced with my 8 children. I woke up last week and noticed my son had a bad fever. We came here and the doctor said he's suffering from the Mpox virus.
An ongoing rebellion in the east of the Democratic Republic of Congo has added to a shortage of medicines in her healthcare system that was already struggling. The World Health Organization estimates Clade 1b kills 3.6% of people it affects, much higher than previous strains. The Congolese health minister is hopeful that after years of dealing with outbreaks, the Democratic Republic of Congo will also be able to deal with the Mpox emergency.
Two countries promised us vaccines, Japan and the United States. I hope with all my heart they'll arrive next week. 3 million vaccines cost $600 million. Once we have them, we need to use them. We can't waste a single dose.
So far, 12 African countries have recorded cases. Others have been confirmed in Sweden and Pakistan. An international surveillance operation is on the way after the World Health Organization declared a global health emergency. Kunle Ariyo, Osrc News.
And the world's oldest living person, Maria Branhas Morera, who was born in the United States and lived through 2 world wars, has died at the age of 117. Her family wrote in her account on social network X that she died as she wished, in her sleep, peacefully and without pain. To round up the news at 7, here again are the major stories. We told you that Governor Aiyedatiwa has warned traditional rulers against expansionist tendencies. We also told you that Ondo State government has sought support and cooperation of residents, security agencies and other stakeholders as it targets 500,000 homes for portable water supply. NLC has threatened nationwide shutdown following allegations of terrorism financing leveled against its president, Ajero. And on the foreign scene, over 19,000 Mpox cases have been recorded in Africa, spanning a year. That's the size of the news at 7. Thank you very much for being a part of it. Good evening.